Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Proline, the longest-running sports handicapping show in America. I'm John Cranton in Las Vegas, joined by Jeff Sauter, who's been running Las Vegas Sports Services for 14 years, as well as world champion handicapper Jim Feist. A big NBA weekend. We're going to take a look at 3 NBA games going this weekend. But first, Jim Feist, off that terrific week. I know you had your big baseball play, American League Total of the Month on Tuesday. That was a winner with the Twins Rays over. And then you had Dallas Mavericks as your first round game of the year. I want to thank you because I did bet that, but I also wanted to, how come you didn't tell me about the money line? I would have cashed in even more.
I don't think I had enough confidence to bet the money line, but I love the 8 points.
All right, Jeff, you've been on a dynamite basketball and baseball run. Top plays on the Nationals and the Reds on Wednesday, a 4-2-1 Tuesday with all plays. I know you had the Pacers in game 2. You stepped out figuring Indiana was going to bounce back, and they did. And you've been on a phenomenal baseball and NBA run.
Yeah, 50-25 in baseball, 18-6 are the best bets. After a slow start, I'm now on a 6-2 run in the NBA playoffs. If you want excitement, you want to call LVSS. I had a blockbuster on the Nationals Wednesday night. They got 4 runs in the bottom of the ninth to win 5-4. It's just been a great run in baseball for LVSS. But now you got to get 2 weeks of baseball and NBA for only $19. And when you sign up, you got to get a high roller consensus release. That's a 20-star play, $100 value as a bonus. Just call LVSS at 1-866-575-8916, 1-866-575-8916. 2 weeks of baseball and NBA for just $19.
All right, our first series, guys, you got the Bulls playing the Wizards on Friday. Jim, it's a young Washington team against the veteran Bulls, and yet Washington up 2-0, stealing both on the visitors' court. Now they're coming home. How is Washington doing it?
Well, quite frankly, after watching the first 2 games, and Washington's healthy now, they're the better team. When you take the 30th scoring team in the NBA in the Chicago Bulls, yeah, they can play defense, but when you're putting all that pressure on the defense, the offense has to put some points up. You just can't allow the other team to just always be the aggressor. And they just don't match up. This is a bad series for Chicago. Washington is just too physical, not physical necessarily, but athletic. And they have a lot of weapons they're throwing at them, and it's just and they're just killing it.
Yeah, Jim.
I really don't believe. What I'm saying is I really don't believe that Chicago can bounce back in this series. They're down 2-0 going on the road for 2 games. I don't think they have what it takes to bounce back against this club.
Yeah, they certainly have defense, which is good this time of the year, Jeff. However, we're talking about the worst offensive team in the NBA, and very difficult with the Chicago ugly offense. Can they steal at least one of these 2 games in Washington?
They might be able to get one of them. It's been my pet peeve my whole life. The teams that can't put the ball in the basket are not going to win. It drives me really crazy. You know, they play great defense, great fundamentals, talent. They have all that, but you can only score by putting the ball in the basket. If you can't do it, you're not going to win. The first game, the Bulls shot 42%. Second game, 43.2%. And the defense hasn't been spectacular either. They gave up leads in both of those games. A team down 0-2 has always been a strong play, but usually that team is playing at home in the third game and not away. But as Jim said, the Bulls always give a great effort, but when they run into a team that's athletic and can shoot, then they're in trouble. And plus, all the experience that the Bulls have in the playoffs, as opposed to the Wizards, has now been nullified because the Wizards have gained all this confidence by winning 2 games on the road. So the Wizards right now, as Jim said, they're the better team, and they've been through a lot of adversity the last few years, a lot of injuries, and now it's all coming together. The Bulls could steal a game in Game 3, but as far as the series goes, I doubt very much that the Bulls can come back and take it, John.
Yeah, one of the things that's happening from a matchup point of view is the front court. I mean, Chicago loves to play the physical rebounding game in the low post with Noah. They have an edge over a lot of teams in the NBA, but this isn't one of them. This Washington team actually has a very big physical front court. You got Gortat, the 7-footer, and then Hilario is a big physical guy who really has held his own against Noah and even won quite a few of the battles. And when you can't dominate with rebounding and defense the way Chicago can, you need something else to rely on, and as you guys mentioned, that the offense just hasn't been there. a couple of positive points if you're a Bulls fan. Against the Eastern Conference, they're still 18-10-1 against the spread. Very good bounce-back team, too, 13-5-1 against the spread. And after allowing 100 points, they're 11-1 against the spread. We don't see that too often, but they did allow over 100 in that OT game in Game 2. However, you got 2 games on the weekend where they'll be on the road, and Washington's got to be a young team, but they've got to be relaxed, saying, hey, all we have to do is win 1 at home. We're up 3-1 and ready for the upset. So I think it's a very bad matchup for the higher-seeded team in this one.